Hey guys, what's up? This is Coach Cars from Lux Strength here with your very first challenge of the month. I know it's May 4th, but just work with me here. So, what are we doing? We're doing the swing challenge. Really, the kettlebell ballistic, but let's just call it the swing challenge. What do you do? How do you do it? You just do some swings every day. You can do one swing, you can do 100, you can do 1,000. I want you to keep track of how many you do every day. Just jot it down, whatever. See how many you did at the end of the month. As you're going, maybe add it up and see if, we're 5 days out or something, if you can make it a nice, round, sexy number. Because ultimately, eventually, we want to get to the 10,000 mark, the Dan John 10,000 swing challenge. Now, don't let that overwhelm you. If you are new to swings, if swings kind of freak you out, if you're not really sure about form, then this is a great opportunity for you to practice your kettlebell swing. I would suggest starting with sets of 5 and then progressing from there. It's important that you have a suitable bell, not too heavy and not too light. Usually too light is a bigger issue than too heavy. And you gotta make sure that your body feels good. If your lower back, your shoulders, anything like that is hurting from it, you should probably come down here and get your form checked out. I know, what a bummer. The thing about the kettlebell swing is it works every single muscle in your body. It is a strength movement because it's based on the hip hinge or the deadlift, as most of us affectionately know it, right? But you're getting all that power in your posterior chain. It's like doing a broad jump without your feet leaving the ground, so you don't have the same risk associated with impact. Lats are a major player. Your grip strength works like crazy. You have to have the correct pelvic lumbar stability in order to do it successfully. Your feet will be strengthened both at the top as you lean back into it a little bit, and at the bottom as the bell pulls you this way. You really got to make sure that your feet are well grounded. So it's a great exercise. It's the perfect one as we start to go into vein douche summer, conditioning, volume, getting those reps in to look sexy for summer, some shit. So if you're fortunate enough to have a big set of bells, you can always come train with us. This is just a suggestion of how you can mix it up. So obviously you can do the two-handed swing. That's great, that's fine. But if you can get an assortment, what you can do is you can go down the line, right? So this is the beast. This is a little over 100 pounds. And this little one is about 25 pounds, 24 pounds or 12 kilo. So you could do like 20, 15, blah, 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 you get the drift. Or, as I said, you can turn it into ballistics. What I would do is do a variety of different kinds, and that way you can rack up more volume if that's what you're interested in doing. I'm a little competitive, so middle of the road for me, if you are experienced with a kettlebell swing, I think 24 kilo is a really good place to work at, especially if you've been doing it for a while. If you're still relatively new, the 16 kilo is a good start for women, 24 kilo for men for sure. If you're experienced, like most of my clients, I've had to pry the 16 kilo out of their hands and they're now working at the 20 kilo. Basically, you want to challenge yourself. Everyone's a little bit different. Let your body be your guide. If it's so light that you fling it around, whatever, it still counts as a challenge. I'm not going to be there to be like, excuse me, those reps don't count, but you know what, what if I could? So if I'm going to start with a 24 kilo, this is what I would use just for like a regular swing. And if you need a refresher, I do have some IGTV Kettlebell 101 videos for free. They're also on my YouTube. I'm going to transfer some of those over to Lux's YouTube page, and we're also going to build a new one. So new videos, me not talking in living rooms over COVID. I know that's like historical shit right there. So then what I would do is with the 12 kilo, I would do more technical movements like the snatch, for example. So here, and if you don't know how to snatch, that's fine. Do whatever you want with it. And then I'll do the same with the 16. Just something to make it challenging, or to just really try to get the volume, because this is what it's all about. Volume, working on conditioning, working on your skills, and getting more volume if what you want to do for the summer is get leaner. I know, radical thing to say that people want to be leaner over the summer, but it's true. I know, shoot me. But the clean is another ballistic that you can do that has that same hip hinge pattern, right? And this would be a really good opportunity for you to practice that. So then with the 20 kilo, this is a good opportunity for me to practice my single arm swing. So here, okay, all the hinge. You'll notice the movement is really the same in pretty much all of these. Another variation that is a good way to mix it up and also challenge your grasp of the movement is the hand-to-hand swing, which I think needs to be done with a heavy weight for it to mean anything. Yeah, when you do it with a heavy weight, it fucking sucks. When it's light, you just kind of throw it around with your arms. Okay, so then with the 32 kilo or the 70 pounder, for this one I'd either do dead stop or power swings or just regular swings. Again, I'm talking about me. Where you are completely depends on you, and I can't do a fucking video for every one of you motherfuckers. So I'm gonna do dead stop. Okay, and honestly, that's how I would use the beast as well. Even though I just did 2 or 3 reps, I don't know, I kind of blacked out there. Power is not a misnomer. It takes a lot of power. You have to generate a lot of power to get it from the ground each time it takes off. So it's also a really good way to practice precision and that initial pull from the ground, just like the deadlift, because that's usually where people fuck up, right? That's usually where they're the weakest, is that first pull, because they don't know how to step back into it. The power swing is an excellent way to work on that. I'm gonna do with a beast because, you know, I have to show you guys how to do something with a fucking beast. Hopefully I don't impale myself in my Cadillac bar. You know, I had to put it in there somewhere. So, that shit almost pulled me on my face. But, I was joking around, wasn't being serious, and that is a challenging fucking weight for me. I don't use it enough. I do swings all the time, but until you're challenged with an appropriate weight, you really don't know what it's like. And it absolutely showed me holes in my game, where I'm just blah, 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 Cadillac, right? But I had to be like, get tight, bitch, or it's gonna pull you on your face. But my point is, I've been doing kettlebells a long ass time. I'm fallible. I know, I'm a human being. I get lazy, I get complacent. I'm like, what the fuck, I'll do my swings with something that's hard. Yeah, 24 kilos hard, but what that just did showed me this bitch needs a kettlebell swing challenge in her life, and so do you. So, hop to it, get to it. If you don't have access to bells, join a fucking gym that has some bells. Get yourself some fucking bells. There's no reason you can't do this. If you're like, well, swings hurt my back, swings hurt blah, blah, learn how to do it. Learn how to do it. If you can't do something and you don't, like you have a torso and limbs, I would highly recommend that you figure out what the problem is, because it's going to show up in other areas of your life. And the swing, again, is just one of those movements that gets literally everything in your body and makes you super strong. That's why people are intimidated by it. Well, people are intimidated by it because shitty instruction, not that you'll get here, obviously, but seriously, like, make sure that when you're learning these skills, you're not just learning from someone who got a weekend certification somewhere and then were put through the ringer like RKC or SFG, like me and Coach Sebastian, because they hold you to a standard, they hold instructors to a standard, so you know that those instructors are taking care of your bodies because they were certified under that condition. Anywho, my name is Karis. This is Luck Strength. pick up a fucking kettlebell, learn how to use it, challenge yourself. Don't be like me and the beast. I'm not editing that shit because I want you to see it. Jump in, start keeping count. Let's see where this goes.